And Timothy Mortimer speaks for itself.
A copy of a book changed hands at auction. A copy of the same book was for sale in the shop. You're making a lot of inferences after snooping into my personal life. I think you'll have a hard time proving anything.
Maybe. But then you and the business you work for would also have a hard time whilst we were conducting the investigation, don't you think?
We want your cooperation in our investigation into the death of Richard Symes. Now, in view of your recent conduct, you'd be well advised to come clean about what you were doing in the past. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Richard Symes was stealing valuable books from the university, and you were putting them onto the market for him. That's right, isn't it, Paula?
Richard thought that Jeremy Bentham was subverting the standards of the university. He knew Bentham wanted to destroy his department and to get rid of him. The library itself was scheduled for closure. Collections that had taken decades to build up would be dispersed, probably at knockdown value. That's if they weren't just dumped into skip.
Oh, surely that wouldn't happen.
It's happened before, with libraries being wiped out by bean-counting barbarians. So, Richard decided to go for what Bentham would no doubt call payback. He smuggled out some saleable books, and I found buyers for them.
When you say saleable books, what are we talking about?
Nothing very rare or precious. Maybe what? £50 to £100 mostly.
And can we be clear about the method and who was involved?
Richard brought the books out onto the roof terrace and then threw them down to me, and then I took them to Paula and she sold them on in the trade.
Thank you, Tim. That's very good. So you were in the car park the night of Richard's fatal fall?
No, not that night.
Oh, come on. He was at it that night and you were his accomplice.
No, I didn't know he was taking books that night, so I didn't go.
So where were you?
That's difficult.
Oh, Brian, I wanted to work with you.
We need a free and full exchange of views, Jasper.
When did your affair with Tim Mortimer begin, Paula?
Tim was very supportive in the months after Richard's death. Eventually a relationship developed.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're saying that it started sometime after Richard died?
Yes.
We don't believe you.
Paula was, what, 20 years younger than Richard?
Something like that.
And you met her when you were his student?
Graduate student, yes.
Very attractive woman, eh? Intelligent, independent. When did the affair start?
I tried to help Paula out as much as I could after the shock of Richard's death. We started seeing each other quite frequently, and then we both realized that we were strongly attracted to each other.
I don't doubt it. But what I do doubt is when it started. I think it happened while Richard was alive. Look, son, we're going to be talking to people. Friends, neighbours, colleagues. We're going to be checking hotel registers, credit card bills, bank accounts. Now, believe me, I've been there. And if you were at it, someone will know about it. Someone always does. So you'd be better off to come clean right now.
Okay, the truth is, Paula and I started a relationship about 6 months before Richard's death.
Was he aware of it?
I don't know.
So why have you two been spying on me?
Why are you so interested in Richard Symes?
I'm a scholar in the same field.
No, you're not, Brian. You've no scholarly publications to your name.
And you're quite ignorant about the basics.
Look, we're not here to discuss my credentials. We're here because of your outrageously underhand conduct.
Well, the truth is, we realized you must be looking for the same thing as ourselves.
Yes, and you thought you'd take a shortcut by plagiarizing my research. Well, let's see just how far you've got. We are, of course, talking about a particular book. aren't we? Stolen by Richard Symes from the university library.
He shouldn't have done that.
I mean, we're the ones who found it.
We took it to Richard because it was in his specialist field to ask if it really was
No, shush. Let's see what Brian thinks it might be.
Well, they're obviously talking about a work of considerable value, aren't they? We're talking about a major work about 18th century botanical science. Look, I'm not prepared to reveal my hand any further without having some convincing evidence of your good faith.
Bullshit.
Don't forget I could ruin your reputations with the evidence I've got. Well, what have we got here? Photos.
And you've just deleted them. Pleasure talking with you, Brian.
It was both amusing and instructive.
Now, you've a well-supported alibi for the night of your husband's death, but of course, Tim could have killed him, couldn't he?
The night Richard died, Tim was with me.
The police found you at the hotel to notify you of the death, but they don't record the presence of anyone else.
I got a call from reception to say that the police wanted to speak with me. I didn't know what it was about. Tim hid out in the bathroom. I didn't particularly want the police in on my adulterous relationship.
Thanks, Paula. I think we've made significant progress.
Richard Symes married to a much younger woman, who in turn takes a young lover. Classic scenario for murder.
Paula gave Mortimer an alibi.
Well, she would, wouldn't she?
Yeah, but Mortimer could easily have travelled to the book fair with her, but he would still have had time to get back in the evening and push Symes off the roof.
No, the book's the key to it.
Oh, not more bleeding books. Go on.
I fronted up the Urquharts today. They've admitted spying on me. They're trying to track down a book stolen by Symes from the university library.
What book?
I don't know. They cottoned on to the fact I was bluffing. They've clammed up.
Brian, does this help us with Tim and Paula?
Symes stole the book. Symes was killed. The book's missing. If Tim or Paula are now in possession of it...
We can hardly confront them with it if we don't know what it is.
It's something the Urquharts wanted Symes' opinion about. So it's got to be in an area where they had shared interests. History of agriculture or botany.
They did all write a paper together.
What about?
It was some kind of journal, wasn't it?
No, this is important.
Journal of the History of...
Turnips, probably.
Turnips?
No. Journal of the History of Economic Thought. That's it.
The library's still open. I can check this out tonight.
It's not that urgent, Brian.
Sandra, it's the thrill of the chase. Journal of the History of Economic Thought.
Yes.
Well, where is it?
Line of journals are on level 7, right at the top.
Going home, Tom, Jack?
Yes, I'm on my way. I had an email from the university. There's an Emma Curran. She was the librarian on duty the night that Symes died. Couldn't track her down at all. Turns out she's now using her married name, Emma Woodford. Works for the London Library.
There's a job for tomorrow.
You know, when we were still in the job, Brian applied to a university as a mature student.
Really? What happened?
They interviewed him.